Yeah, I had the mic facing the wrong direction, and there was a phasing issue we couldn't quite figure out, and then we figured it out, but we're a little late. So there you go. Folks, how goes it out there in Moviesland? Oh, far be it from my phone to be messing up right now. That's just so unusual. Oh, Drade. Oh, Drade. Oh, Drade. Oh, Drade. Oh, Drade. I'm going to share that there, share that here, share that there, share that here. I'm going to share it over here. I'm going to share it over there. I'm going to share it. Share it. I'm going to share it here. I'm sharing it. Sharing it. Folks, Michael Burrell's first one in the house. Greetings to you, my good man. We're going to be up at Bayfield, Wisconsin this weekend, Sunday, doing a gig with Deke Dickerson. KMT is going to be up there in the UPNA, way up in the UPNA, ladies and gentlemen. That hurts my corn. like rock music. Rock music is good for your soul, as the scrolls foretold. As the scrolls foretold. I will say that there are some Gristle masters lurking now in the wild, or Gristle 90s, I should say. A shipment came in. I know there's a couple gold ones, a couple black ones at Wildwood that I saw. There are probably some other places as well. If you do, they have arrived, ladies and gentlemen. They keep creeping in and they creep out. They creep it in and they creep it out. And of course, what do they have on them? They got the doggone Fishman Fluence and Gristletone P90 pickups. They're good for your soul. They are. They're good for your soul, as the scrolls foretold. That's all I got to say about it. Folks, it's a little warm behind the cheddar curtain, but I'm not going to complain, because when it gets cold for a long time, and very inclement. Inclement? Mm-hmm. That sounds like a sausage. Clements. Clements sausages here behind the cheddar curts. Delicious products. Clements. And when you're inclement, then you're right in the midst of the tasty sausage. Just when it just blares into the night. It just is good for you. Some people are afraid of the power of rock, and those people need to be examined for mental health issues, okay? Maybe it just is too much for them. The power of the Gristle 90. That's right, Matty Cape. Greetings from Seattle. Yes, indeed. Mike, what's going on out there? Days of living in Wisconsin and the road trips to Milwaukee to see us jam, see us jam. We got some jams coming up in September here in the Milwaukee. I did a rando last week with my buddy Anthony Deutsch, German Tony as I like to call him, and did a little tickling out in the wild. It's kind of fun to get out there just rando and playing for peeps. Dylan played yesterday with Alex Wilson and Tom Wilson down in the River West area. So we like to do rando rockin' here behind the cheddar curtain in here in the Milwaukee area. It's good for you. Woo! I like rock music, okay? I like that rock music that comes like a thief in the doggone night. The Too Hot to Mow the Yard boogie, that's exactly correct. That is exactly correct. David Beauregard, your guitar is en route. What a majestic axe. I opened up that case and I thought, what is this? Gold hardware having, beautiful finish having. The wood grain on that bad boy. David, let me tell you what. And I was like, oh, this is his guitar. It's going right to him. Delicious. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say about it. That's all I got to say. Nothing to say about it. Gristle Missile. That's all there is to it but that. I'm using my Greg amplifier. I don't know if anyone saw my post today, but Randy Bachman of Bachman Turner Overdrive and the Guess Who is going on tour with Burton Cummings. They're doing songs of the Guess Who and BTO, and he's using two of my Gristle. No, they're not Gristle. They're Koch amplifiers, the Greg amplifiers. How awesome is that? He gave me a little shout out in the Google. I was a huge BTO fan back in the day. When I was a wee lad, I got those two records, Not Fragile and Four-Wheel Drive. Rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. That's all there is to it. Rock and roll. New tubes in the Greg. Actually, it's a different Greg amplifier. My other one's still at the shop, which is weird because usually he's Johnny on the spot, so he must be backed up. My buddy John Blick. My buddy John Blick. John Blick is the guy that if I can make him smile, I'm doing pretty good because he stands no nonsense, and I'm all about nonsense. So I visit him and I say, try to make things to kind of crack him. It's hard. He's a tough egg to crack. But by God, he does good work. John Blick. I get up in the morning and the long clocks wanna tick to eat and breathe, feel to sleep. Greetings from Madrid. Greetings to you. Como está? Me llamo Gregorio. That's all I remember from my Spanish class, I'm sorry to say. My Spanish teacher in college, her name was Senora Knowlton. And Senora Knowlton always would let me take the quiz, which usually on Fridays. She'd let me take it on Monday because I had gigs. On Friday, I had to leave town early. And how awesome is that, right? Winston-Salem, NC in the house. Greetings to you, Chip Einstein. Chip Einstein in the house. Muy bien, gracias. Can you dig it? There's a Gristle up above and people pushing, people shove. I like what you did there, Matty K. I could see that. I could see it all. Sometimes I just want to get my wah out. I want to get my wah out, do some wahing. sometimes you just gotta let out the heat. Let out the meat. Let out the heat. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? So that's the sound of the Gristle 90s, Gristle Tone P90s on this Gristle 90 guitar from Reverend, which you can buy your very own self. Doggone it. There's not dog ears next. We're going to work on those, Mark. We need to get some dog ears. We need some dog ears. Let's hear it sounds on the old Lester Paulfish. These, oh, shucks. I had it plugged in, and I was getting them full of juice. I was getting them full of juice, Dylan. I was getting them full of juice. I was getting them full of juice. Ooh, yeah. Substitutions of doom. That's all I know. I gotta drop D, I think, that rascal, in order to get that right. But ding, do, 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 do. 10 Years Gone is a good one, there's no doubt. Guitar sounds good, doesn't it? It sounds good. Yeah, I should have played it twice like I meant that. Strange. Is that just chorus? No, that is a phaser. That is a Phase 95 by our friends at MXR. I like to do it on the Phase 45 setting. Yeah, good for you. Dylan, let's do a little. No, what other shuffle could we do? Oh, you know, we haven't done it for a while. Actually, we've been in the key of E the whole damn day, haven't we? We've been in G a little bit too. I don't know. Now I got the Magna vibe on, different sound. Oh, Thomas says he's really digging the podcast. Well, thank you. The new one with Daryl Sturmer just dropped on Thursday. So if you haven't checked out the podcast, which is sponsored by Fishman and Wildwood Guitars of Louisville, Colorado, has me chatting with various folks. And last one with Daryl Sturmer, my buddy here from Milwaukee, of course, plays with Genesis and Phil Collins and all kinds of historical activities with that bold musician of great renown. So we had a nice chat. We had a nice chat. Can you dig it? Yeah, little green onions. ba-dam, ba-bam, ba-dam, ba-boom, ba-dam, 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 ba-boom, ba-dam, ba-dam, ba-dam. Yeah, someone goes out to my buddy Jeff Dagenhart. Jeff Dagenhart. He hit me to that. Doing the keyboard part. Oh, can you dig it? He hit me to that, and then I put it on the Magna-Vibe, and it screamed and hollered like a banshee of the night. It screamed and hollered like a banshee of the night. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Greg, do you do any Magic Sam tunes? Or we do a version of the... That one. Do that one. Somewhere in that neck of the wood. Yes. Barry says his Gristle 90 arrives tomorrow. Excellent, Barry. What color did you get? What color did you get? What color did you get? Bucks and 6, that's right. We were pleased about the Milwaukee Bucks, Hey now, baby, whoa. Get into my big black car. I wanna just show you what my politics are. I'm a political man, and I practice what I preach. I'm a political man, and I practice what I preach. But don't deny me, baby, not while you're in my reach. I support the left, though I'm leaning to the right. I support the left, though I'm leaning to the right. Just not fair, baby, when it comes to a fight. Get into my big black car. Hey now, baby, get into my big black car. Wanna just show you what my politics are. Yes. Can you dig it? Can and will you dig it? I suppose it's good for your soul to engage in a little bit of that rock and roll. I suppose it's good for your soul to engage in a little bit of that rock and roll. I said I say on the show. I suppose it's good for your soul to engage in a little bit of rock and roll. I suppose it's good for your soul to engage. What request did you have, Jacqueline? There was a request. There was a request. There was a request. I'm going to tune this doggone guitar up. It's a little on the flatsky side. The power of summertime has made it flat. Strato Gristle, it's good for your soul. Strato Gristle, it's out of control. Strato Gristle, that's out of control. Strato Gristle, diddle-diddle-did, it's Strato Gristle, diddle-diddle-did. Oh. Well, we don't usually do this one, but we'll do it because Dylan loves this song so much. Sometimes it's better just to let the guitar do the talking with that song. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just better to let the guitar do the talking. Well, I'm standing next to a mountain, and I chop it down like a ginsu in heat. And I chopped it down like a ginsu in heat. Friends, it's time for a little question and answer time. Dylan, you got your microphone ready? Dylan's got his microphone ready, and so does Drade. Dylan's got the microphone ready, and so does Drade. You know, I'm standing next to a mountain. I chop it down with the edge of my damn hand. How do you gird your loins to run through a lick like that? Hi, Watt, Steve in the house. I don't know, you just got to do what need to be doing. Jacqueline says, hey, Dylan.
What's going on?
What kind of bag balm do we like to use? What kind of bag balm do you like to use? Dylan's more of a gold bond fella.
Yeah, I like the gold bond.
He's more of a gold bondsman.
You gotta have the gold bond in the summertime.
Gold bond in the summertime.
A little bit of flour.
Does Dylan play music outside this lane? Yes. Right?
I guess. I play whatever. All sorts of stuff is.
Graham, the only reason why I'm not wearing a beanie is because it's hot as hell in here. It's hot as hell in here. Did Dylan take lessons? Dylan, I'm going to let you handle that one.
Yes, I did. I took lessons from, well, first Johnny C., and then Del Bennett, and then this guy who worked at the conservatory. His name was Dave Bayless, and that's who I took the majority of the lessons from.
That's right.
Yes.
Steve Karras asked, when's the next trio live feed? We're going to do one Friday night. Toby's coming down. Friday night, we're doing a lake party on Saturday. Then we're heading out Saturday night to drive up to the Upna, and we're playing in Bayfield, Wisconsin, Koch Marshall Trio with Deke Dickerson, my buddy Carl's band, the Tinglers. I said, that band name sounds a little dirty. The Tinglers with Deke Dickerson sounds like there should be a rating on that performance. But what can I say? I'm a man-child. But dig it. We are playing in the Bayfield Marina on Sunday, August 1st. It's going to be damn delicious. But Friday night, we're going to do some noise making right here in this very room. This very room, there will be a pummeling administered to one and all via the intergoogle. We're going to play some rock and roll as the scrolls foretold, as the scrolls foretold. Let there be rock and let there be roll. Bayfield is beautiful. What age did I start playing guitar? I was 12 years old. I was 12 years old. First chord I learned was an A chord. I learned it like this. Now it. Oh, if you want to get down on the ground, A chord, 2 G. Don't forget this fact. You can't see my crack cocaine. all I knew. That's my first chord I ever learned. Very effective, though. I'll tell you that right now. I also was good for wild thing. I was going to say wildwood, ingrained in the brain. Wild thing. I think you move, but I wish to know in the affirmative. Come on. You move me. Wild thing. You make my heart sting. You make everything. Wow. Back to Mr. A chord. Can you dig it? We did it. We just 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 did it. An instructor taught you cocaine at 12? No, I did that on my own, Jeff. I was a troubled young lad. I learned my A chord and just figured it out by ear. I thought, hey, that works, even though, of course, nothing. I never knew I was. It was she don't lie. She don't lie. She don't lie. She don't like. She likes it. She likes it, but she don't lie. I don't get it. I don't know. What? I was watching a video of your amp and then saw the live. Yeah, I'm playing that amp as we speak. It's a bad mammer jammer, this doggone device. Do I mostly think pentatonic scales? No. I don't really think about scales and whatnot, although sometimes I'll intentionally keep it simple so I don't get too crazed, because there's a lot of activity in there, in that strange brain of mine. You know, sometimes you learn a bunch of stuff and it's just in there like a soup ready to be served, a piping hot container. Indeed. What? Just for the Fluence giggles, would you be willing to spank one of those Satchel signature Charvels? And I am a fan of Satchel. Oh, you leave? Dylan's ditching. No questions for Dylan. He just says, you know what? I'm out. He needs water because he shot a man on the Mexican border. Remember that song? Give me some water. I shot a man on the Mexican border. I don't know why murder makes someone thirsty. I would imagine, I don't know. I suppose it's where you conduct your murderous activities that you garner a thirst. I don't know. I don't judge. Well, actually, I do. When it comes to murder, I do judge. You know, like, hey, you know what? Treat people like you want to be treated, okay? And I'm pretty sure killing is not on most people's menus. Am I right or am I right? I don't know. Yes. Dylan silently makes his exit stage left. Right, Rich. He's going to get some water. Right, he has a great thirst. Any Little Feat favorites? All of them, John. I'm a fan of all of them. I'm a ZZ Top fan, absolutely, of course. I've played with Little Feat on many occasions, jamming with the boys. Many times. Paul Barrera was a good buddy of mine, and as a matter of fact, he's on my record. Which one is that? Plays Well with Others. He does that version of Godzilla with me. He's also on Night Owl Now. Well, I'm a night owl now. He sings that one. A night owl now. So on and so forth. He sings this shit out of that. And does LaGrange really open? How does LaGrange? I don't know, Brad. I think. asks, have you ever had a chance to jam with Jimmy Herring? Jimmy Herring on several occasions. He's an old pal of mine. Warren, I've met, but I've never jammed with. I'd love to jam with Warren as well. Jimmy and I have talked about doing something at some point, but it just has not come to fruition as of yet. Who do I pattern my slide playing after? Well, Chris, that is, I like the vibrato of, initially I heard Mick Taylor's vibrato. I thought, where did he get that from? And then I figured it was Earl Hooker, Robert Nighthawk. I loved, still love, Ry Cooder, Elmore James. Dwayne Allman was huge. And then Derek Trucks came along. I was like, hey, wait a minute. Jack Pearson. Doing what he does in standard tuning was a big one for me. I actually took a lesson from Jack Pearson when I was down in Nashville about, 10 or so years ago. And, but yeah, Dwayne, big time. Dwayne Allman. Sonny Landreth was a huge one. Both Ry Cooder playing with John Hyatt in that band, Little Village, was huge. And then, of course, right after John Hyatt's band, Sonny Landreth, into the picture. That's where I first got into Sonny, and then his first record, solo record, at least that I was aware of, which was called Outward Bound. Was that what they're called? I think so. That was huge on Old Raid. Johnny Winter, of course, massive. Johnny Winter was a huge influence. Johnny Winter, ladies and gentlemen. But if I ever jammed with Ted Nugent, no, I have not. Never get into Buckethead. No, I never really did. He's great. You'd be amazed. I don't really. Most of the, I don't know. You get into what you get into, and that kind of sets you on your path. But I'm not always like, oh, what's the latest thing? I mean, I do like to keep apprised of stuff, but most of the time, I'm just trying to make sure my fingers can function in the way that I want them to. What? Faze and Johnny Winter go together. They certainly do. It took a while for me to find Boomer. Actually, I'm not a boomer. I'm Gen X. Let's just be clear about that. Thoughts on Mateus Asado? I love him. I love his tunes. I love the way he plays. I dig Mateus. He's a nice guy as well. Mateus Asado, I'm all about it. I enjoy. He brings joy with his musics. I like the joy. I'm into the joy. I like joy and corduroy. Actually, I haven't had corduroy in a while, but I used to as a kid. My mom was into getting me some corduroys when I was a kid. It was a bold look. Red corduroys? Stand clear. Julian Lage, yeah, he's fantastic too. He's a joy. He's a joy bringer. Julian Lage is a joy bringer. Have I met Angela? No, I have not met her in person, but we've kind of interacted online. She's fantastic. Listen, folks, it's about that time, I suppose. Holy cats, I've gone overboard. Thanks so much for tuning in today, ladies and gentlemen. Really appreciate it. And be back tomorrow. I've got a sassy Paul Reed Smith guitar I'll be playing tomorrow for my Wildwood stream at 3 p.m. Central Time. Don't forget, we are going to do a live stream on Friday night. Haven't quite worked out what time we're going to do, but we'll figure it out and we'll keep you apprised. Can you dig it? Freddie King was a big influence, as a matter of fact. All right, folks, have a good remainder of your day and or night. Bye for now.